Look, I always make a blue when I review these things on Humdrum and on Countdown, and I just thought that perhaps you guys could help me review your own single.
Well,
how would you describe it?
Well, this is the new single from Duran Duran. They're an English band from Birmingham or something.
I think a couple of them are, yeah. Some yobos from Birmingham.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know about their title. Is there something I should know?
I thought it was a bit sort of weird myself. I mean, is this, you're trying to tell us something?
What's this? Monster Mix.
Look a bunch
of this guy,
Look a bunch of Wallies on the picture, that's for sure.
Right, and how would you describe it? I mean, it's
I don't know.
fast, slow, dance,
It's
ballad.
It's fairly
black.
black.
Black, is it? Black and
It's got a
plastic.
hole in the middle as well.
Please, please tell me now. Please, please tell me now.
Okay, that's Duran Duran goofing around in London. And don't forget that next week on the Countdown Rock Awards, they make a special appearance. And we're also having the Australian preview of their new song, Is There Something I Should Know? The Countdown Rock Awards are really shaping up to something, I'm telling you. They've got Goanna Band, Men at Work, Rose Tattoo, Split Ends and Icehouse on the show. And there is a great ending. I can't say too much about it. It's by a band. All those rumours you've heard, well, I'm not going to say anymore. But Countdown Rock Awards, 5:30 next week on Sunday night. Right, on the local side, Australian rock and roll is still in touch with political and social issues. Midnight Oil, Red Gum, Expression are just a few bands who've released songs with political themes. Well, here is a song dealing with a very contentious issue at the moment. It was recorded by members of certain bands at a recent Stop the Drop concert in Melbourne. The song was written by Shane of the Goanna Band. It is by the Gordon, Franklin and the Wilderness Ensemble, would you believe? And here it is, Let the Franklin Flow. It's a great song.
Tasmania, the hardest heart would understand. Just to feel your wilderness, the silence sings to me.
Boy, I tell you what, Shane certainly knows how to write a song. There you go, Let the Franklin Flow. All right, on the side of Goanna, they are just about to release their album in the States in 2 weeks' time. And I tell you what, the Americans are really excited, and especially about the success prospects of solid rock. So watch out for them in the States. It looks as if another band we're going to lose. And talking about the States, I ran into INXS down at San Francisco, and the boys are already gigging over there and having a lot of success. But their single, The One Thing, went to number 62 this week on the charts, and their album, Shabu Shabar, second weekend, hit the top 70. So it looks as if INXS are really away now on the American charts. Hey, hello. That reminds me about Flipside. Don't forget Flipside is on every Saturday at 5 o'clock, except in Sydney where it's on at 6 o'clock. It's reel-to-reel, back-to-back music, and every third week we have a request show, so start sending in your requests. And next week we have a special Flipside where we feature all the bands that have been nominated for the Countdown Rock Award, so watch out for that. All right, the Mentals have got a new album out called Creatures of Leisure. It's an excellent album, and I have a feeling this one is going to be the one that takes them off in the States. I cannot understand why they haven't, in fact, had success in the States as yet, but when I was over there, everyone in America and in England were literally raving about this group, and I would strongly suggest to the boys to release If You Leave Me, Can I Come To There Again, because I'm sure this time around it'll have success. All right, from Creatures of Leisure, let's have a look at the Mentals with Spirit Got Lost.
That it's not a good time to sell. Economy's down and your mind is unsound and your body's an empty shell.
All right, the Mentals with Spirit Got Lost from the Creatures of Leisure album. And incidentally, in that album there's a great poster, and all the drawings have been done by Reg Mombassa, so it's a great bargain, that particular album. All right, if you're wondering what the sound was in that Mentals song, it's actually that one that goes dunk to dunk to doink. It's actually that sound there, and it's been put through an Australian invention, a great Australian invention called the Fairlight computer. And already a lot of the big names overseas, like Paul McCartney, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, are using this Fairlight computer, and it's just something absolutely wondrous. Now, what this machine can do, you can actually put in one sound and then make it, well, the sounds almost become limitless. Now, I'm going to show you one like this. You can put actually that sound like that. It'll be sound like that, and we'll simply put that in, and we're going to show you a little doco now. And for all of those who have ever wished to have a band or an orchestra in their front room, have a look at this. All right, up to 50 different sounds are stored on these discs. The computer can modify them almost in any way and then play up to 8 of them at once. Oh, that's pretty good. You fill each bar of music up sound by sound. First, the bass drum line goes in, then the snare drum, and now Mars puts in a bar of the hi-hat. Listen to this. So you put all the sounds in for one bar, then the next, and so on and so on and so on. When that's finished, you and the computer play the whole piece together. The computer is now playing the top 6 instruments and displaying what it's playing, and Mars is playing the other 2 live. All right, we'd like to thank Mars Lazar for, in fact, not only playing that piece, but he also composed it. It's a very, very clever machine, and I congratulate the Australians who invented it, because it's really helped recording no end. All right, a little bit more gossip. I, in fact, went to San Francisco and saw Prince in concert with INXS, and what a concert it is. It's totally over the top. I can honestly say I have never ever seen a concert like it. It was at the Oakland Stadium that has around about, it can fit 14,000 people, and I swear about 95 of the audience were black, and the audience was about as entertaining as Prince was. It was just a wonderful night. Everyone was just going crazy. But Prince is really a showman. And at this particular gig, I noticed a lot of the black audience in the aisles doing a lot of rap dancing. It's become the real big rage in America, and especially in New York, where on literally every street corner people are rapping like that. And one of the big numbers on the charts at the moment is a rap record called De Commissar. Now, there are 2 versions of this. There's one by Falco and there's one by After the Fire. And I personally like After the Fire, but now I'm starting to change my mind a bit. So here it is, Falco and After the Fire with De Commissar.